Catching bulls is it's a dangerous job. You hear stories of people getting injured.
A buffalo bull with his rack and his power and his neck, you know, they're a scary animal, and there are a lot of war stories out there of people being maimed and horns gone right through chests of people, and you know, there's been a lot of damage happen to a lot of people.
But it does happen, and yeah, it's always in the back of your mind and you're always thinking about it.
Yeah, well, if you make a mistake out here,
Hey Cheryl, you right?
depends what you're in. If you're in a catcher where you could be like Cheryl the other day and hit that hole.
I hurt my hand, but I think the catcher's more hurt than me.
I don't know if it was a mistake or just a sneaky attack from the hole, but it depends what you're in. If you're in a helicopter, mistake could happen there and you could end up in the dirt. If you're in a catcher and you make a mistake, you could run the animal over, you could break a leg, or you could run into a gully or hit a tree.
If you're on a four-wheeler, then yeah, you can hit an ant mound and crash.
Everyone's asked me, is it safe to ride a four-wheeler? But nowadays they're getting banned. The big companies of Australia are banning four-wheeler motorbikes because people are dying, but it's not the four-wheeler that's killing them, it's the man on it. The four-wheelers are powered by your thumb.
Like them buffalo are strong, they'll be able to flip that four-wheeler over.
I had an accident last year and it was no one to blame really. It was kind of just me, a misjudgment of a turn. Ended me up in hospital with a bit of busted back and broken bones, but yeah, it didn't take long. I was allowed to ride a bike 4 or 5 months later, and I jumped on it like nothing happened. It's never the bike's fault, it's always the rider.
You get up close with them buffalo and bulls, they can spear you with their horns. And then when you're in the bull catcher, you arm that buffalo or something, you've got to get out and put the head rope around it.
There's some whoppers in here, eh?
Yeah, well, I got Care Flight to come out and pick me up. I was actually not in a real good bloody state at the time. The pilot called me up, said there was a bull there. Last I remember, I was woken up in hospital, but I think I had a bit of a doughy tyre. I was too lazy to pump it up, I'm not sure. I can't really remember, but yeah, I went to swerve an ant bed and clipped it with the front tyre and speared me into a tree. Yeah, I had a few broken bones and punctured lung and whatnot.
I had a couple of people got gored and that, but I fixed them myself, Banged a few galloping stitches in them, bit of sulphonamide powder, they soon healed up,
Catching feral bulls is a hard way to make a good living.
We had a he was a handy fella come out and he was coming out to put a bend in that animal and yeah, it kind of ducked up underneath him and flipped him over. That horse rolled over on top of him, the saddle hit him on the head, and he wasn't in a good way. I think he went in a coma for a while.
There's no room really to be getting hurt in this show. Not much use to me if you're hurt, so.
Yeah, out here, it doesn't matter where you are, if you're out bush, you're always going to be a long way from anywhere. So it's kind of common sense.